tough act to follow. If you've ever attended past annual meetings of Justice Reform Consortium, here at these annual meetings, you would know that Bill Basinger was in the background, taking pictures, assisting with the food, making sure everything went just as Gene had planned. But on the other hand, perhaps you didn't know, and that's because Bill was walked around with ease, grace, humility, a little soft shoe. You really didn't know that he was doing it. He had a smile on his face. Often moving behind the scenes, Bill was instrumental in helping with so many projects with so many different organizations. For Justice Reform Consortium, he has been Gene's driver, photographer, gopher, setup man, teardown man, and most importantly, after 59 years of marriage, her loyal, moral supporter. Without Bill, we have to wonder if Gene would have had the time and energy to devote herself to so many different causes, activities, and events. However, Bill was more than just a roadie for Gene. Even though they were life partners in one of the greatest teams ever assembled, Bill left a legacy of his own. In finding the good in everyone, he befriended a man serving a life sentence in the Iowa correctional system. The man, whose name was Bill Kelly, was released from prison after his life sentence was commuted to a term of 99 years. Yes, there was a time that happened in Iowa. Bill Basinger eventually became Bill Kelly's guardian. This act is a living example of what Justice Reform Consortium strives to accomplish. Based on working to reform, and this is out of the mission statement, working to reform the criminal justice system from one based on retributive justice to one based on restorative justice. Restorative justice means an approach to justice that focuses on the needs of victims and the offenders, as well as the involved community, instead of satisfying abstract legal principles or punishing the offender. Bill was the epitome of that. He was one of the original peaceniks. His love of justice and peace began as a medic during the Korean War. That experience led to his devotion as a medical missionary, serving in Japan for 6 years and for another 6 years in South Korea. The missionary work didn't end upon returning to the States. Bill, along with Gene, spent a considerable amount of time fighting greed, injustice, and warfare throughout the United States and the world. From Central America to the Middle East, and from Offutt Air Force Base in Bellevue, Nebraska to Camp Dodge in Johnston, Bill has been an activist peacefully seeking nonviolence. Bill is a 4-time recipient of the Catholic Peace Ministry's Morris J. Dingman Peace Award, given each year in memory and in honor of Morris Dingman, the late bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Des Moines. And it's reserved for the commitment to justice, peace, and equality. Bill received the award with humility, which was his happenstance, once saying that there were hundreds of people more deserving of the award, and humility was one of his strongest traits. Bill was a member of Veterans for Peace, which I should probably belong to, past president of the Women's International League of Peace and Freedom, and a Mason. He was a member of Knox Presbyterian Church for 24 years, becoming a devoted and beloved member of Trinity Los Americas United Methodist Church. For years, he conducted smoking cessation classes at the Iowa Correctional Institute for Women at Mitchellville and at the Polk County Jail. I wished I'd known him back in those years. I didn't finally quit, but he would have made it easier, I'm sure. The first time you met Bill, he shook your hand. Each subsequent time you met him, he gave you a hug or a peppermint candy. Even if you're the sort of person who despises hugs, you accepted it from Bill because you see Bill's hugs were genuine. Bill isn't here to perform all those magic tricks behind the scene this year. That's why we have this camera set up. He passed away unexpectedly on Friday, May 30th at the age of 86. Bill Petrowski, reporter with the Des Moines Register, tweeted soon after hearing the news of Bill's death. He was a good man, and that sums it up. On May 30th of this year, the world lost a very good man, Bill Basinger. And I don't need to explain to you what this is because Jean has already done that. But Jean, would you please accept this on behalf of Justice Reform Consortium?
Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any words?
Well, I just want to thank you for recognizing all that Bill did. And it is hard to go on without him, but because of all of you, I can do it, and especially for my family. And Denise is here to represent my family. And because of everyone that has been so supportive, I'm going on, and I know that he's with me. Thank you.
And I think we all should ceremoniously hug someone next to us right now.
Thank you.